Indy with Muscle in the Mountains magazine, and I'm here with my friend Dale. And so we've got this awesome Plymouth Superbird out here. You've got several classic cars, right?
I've specialized in the Mopar brand since I got my first car, which is a 73 Challenger, which I still own.
Oh, wow.
And so I've focused on the Mopars, and I've sold a lot of them to get the cars I do have today. And I do have a couple Roadrunners and a GTX and some Challengers.
Wow.
And so I do enjoy them, and I enjoy driving them too.
Awesome. Yeah, you got to drive them.
Yes.
What do you love about this car?
This car is, well, I love Roadrunners to begin with, and then when you put the wing on the nose on them, they become very special cars. And it's a very rare car, and it's fun because everybody sees it going down the road, and it's a recognizable car, and it makes people happy when you go down the road with it. But no, this car has a lot of history with me. This car I found when I was a teenager, sitting beside somebody's house at a fishing hole that my mom used to drop me off at.
Wow.
And then I saw it at a farm later, a couple years later. And then when I got older and I started to really get serious about finding muscle cars, I tracked it down and found the owner, and it was in a chicken coop.
Oh.
And he didn't want to sell it for a while, and then I let him know I was interested in it. I was interested in it. And after a while, he needed some money, and he said, okay, it's for sale. And I ended up buying it 31 years ago. And it was a project car. The nose was off. It's got the original engine in it, but it had some rust, and it needed everything. And it had a rough life. And so when I bought it, it was a project car. And I just got it done a couple of years ago. So I've had it 31 years ago, and I would start on it and run out of money. And then I would have to wait a while and get more money and work on it a little bit more, and then I'd walk away for a couple years. So I'm really happy to have it done. I've gotten to drive it around the Atlanta Speedway a couple times.
Wow.
It's been around Talladega, and going to the wing car meets has been really special to bring this to and be a part of that. So I really enjoy it. I really enjoy driving it and meeting people when I do drive it, so that's the fun part.
Yeah, that's awesome. So there weren't very many of these made, correct?
No, they made one, or they made, there was a rule for NASCAR, they had to build one for every dealership in order to race them. And there's two numbers that are thrown out. There's 1,920 made this year, or 1,935, but whatever it is, it's under 2,000.
Wow.
And yeah, for the Superbird. And then the year before, the Dodge Daytona had the wing car, and they made 503 of those.
Wow.
The rules changed in 70 where they had to build more because they didn't want specialized cars in NASCAR, but Plymouth wanted Petty back. He went to Ford in 69, and Plymouth wanted him back, and so they said, we're building a wing car, and the rules changed, and they had to build more of them to race them in NASCAR, and so they built just under 2,000 of them.
Okay, so this car was the whole concept of this car was to make a race car.
It was. That's all it was made to win races. They wanted to win NASCAR. Win on Sunday, sell on Monday was the theme then, and it worked for them back then, and I think it still does today. Performance sells,
right?
And yeah, they just wanted to win NASCAR and get the name out there more as a winner. And they had to build these. These were very expensive to build, and they had to build them in order to race them.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about the engine in these.
Okay. There was 3 engines available with this, and actually this is the only Roadrunner available with a 444 barrel. The rest of them were 383s or Hemis, but in the Superbird, the base engine was a 440 cubic inch with a 4-barrel carburetor. The optional engine was the 440 Sixpack with the 3 2-barrels like this one has.
Yeah.
And then the 426 Hemi, which they made 135 of, and one just recently sold for $1.6 million.
Wow.
And, but those are hard to come by.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I'm happy to have the 3 2-barrels, and that makes it a little more prestigious and valuable and fun. It's just a beautiful engine too.
Yeah, awesome. So it's a lot of fun to drive.
Yes.
This has been very much a labor of love for you, I can tell.
Yes, it has.
With 30 years in plus in this car. So Dale, man, thank you so much for talking to me. Thanks for sharing this amazing machine with us, and we look forward to talking to you again in the future, brother.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thanks.